Okay, so welcome back after the break. So, obviously, you've got a map here. You can request to see this map at any point. I'll bring it back up. I'll also put it on the website so you've got access to it. And you can make notes. Or you could print it out. It's 4K, so it's quite big. Right, so you guys, you've just entered the Golden Dragon. And I tell you what, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to load up a map and get you all on it.
I was about to say I can't move the map, but... Duh. Duh.
Nice parquet floor there.
Oh, I love a
I
good
like it.
parquet floor.
Look at Dubar.
It's not loaded up properly.
Hey Dubar, you got some competition here, it looks like.
Oh, it does.
I thought that was Dubar at first.
Right, okay. To enter, you go into the main hall. The main hall welcomes guests with polished wooden floors and rich burgundy-coloured carpets. There's not really carpets here, but never mind. That muffle the sounds of footsteps. Dimly lit, flickering lanterns hang from exposed wooden beams that create a cosy ambience. Word to speak. The air carries a comforting sense of hearth fires and a hint of exotic spices. To the north of the room, you see the bar, which is a long, polished mahogany bar, stretches along one side of the main hall, adorned with gleaming tankards and crystal decanters. Behind it, a collection of spirits and elixirs are showcased in ornate cabinets. The bartender is clad in a deep green waistcoat and he's skillfully mixing drinks. To the south, you see plush velvet booths and cushioned chairs. They're arranged in intimate clusters, offering patrons secluded corners for private conversations. Each seating area boasts its unique charm, from tables with intricate carvings to booths tucked beneath arched alcoves. So they're all a little bit different. There should be somebody at the bar, and I'm not putting there, so we'll move that corner over. So as you come in, the music. I'm getting some weird crackling coming from somewhere.
Yeah, I am too.
Probably a bit of interference. So the music that you heard outside as you come in, there's no sign of it. In fact, all you can hear is a quiet muttering of people talking and trying to keep the volume down. You see at the bar there's a guy talking to the barman, and he's got a large brown sack on the floor next to him, and it looks like he's got some sort of alchemical set up on the bar, which he's got some sort of like spirit burner, and there's like a glass beaker on a tripod above it, and there's some sort of it looks like he's trying to boil water, and he's spooning in some like ground brown powder and stirring it. You can, as you guys come in, you see the table directly in front. There's 4 people sat around it. There's one very buff guy who looks like he could be a competition for Dubar. There's 2 women. One of them is wearing like a red robes and a red cloak with a hood. The other one's dressed much more like a soldier. The other man that's with them is wearing sort of like leathers, looks more like a hunter. And they seem to be in some quiet conversation as you come in. As the door bangs, the big muscly guy turns around to see who's entered, and he looks at the group of you. He goes, "What is this? Have you ever seen such a group. And is that? And he looks directly at Callista. Is that a... That's a devil. The woman in red goes, I don't know, she kind of looks tasty. And he goes, no, we normally hunt people like her. At this point, the barman shouts over, Darden! You've been told about that shit before. But I have to tell you again, you're going to be barred. He shouts back, I don't care. I don't want to drink here if you're letting people like them in. We hunt monsters, we don't drink with them.
Very intently glaring at this very rude man.
Okay. By all means, jump in.
Alright, it's just glaring at him and just kind of goes, excuse me, first of all, I'm not a devil. Tiefling, not a devil. Not demonic in any way. Second, you don't know me, and it would be great if you just kept those opinions to yourself.
Not a devil. You've got a foot, you've got a tail, you've got horns, and not demonic. I've hunted things like you.
The knight steps forward and steps in between him, and he puts his hand on his sword, and you see him click it, just click it out of the hilt, and step in front of Callista. This one is fine. Leave us alone, is all he says.
The big fella, he stands up. He's about 6'6". He's built like a British shit house. And he just glares at you.
And he smells like one too.
He said that out loud.
Yeah, like, oh, let this man in. Ugh.
He slams down his tankard on the table, and the other three stand up. They see Nameless click his sword out a little bit, and they go to reach for their weapons, and at this point the barman shouts over his, right, you lot! You're out! I've told you! I'm not having this! It's not the first time, you've been warned! Out! You know what happens to people who don't obey. The woman in red says to the big fellow, Darden, I've told you need to keep your temper in check when we're in the city. And now look what you've done. We're going to have to find somewhere else to drink now. And she sort of grabs him by the arm, and he lets her lead him. And she drags him out, and all of them, they push past you out into the street.
Did they push past me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to shoulder barge past?
I'm gonna resist it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna push back. I'm just gonna resist it.
Okay. Give me a base strength check. Just straight strength. He's gonna do the same thing.
Be like two barges colliding.
Only 13.
Only 13. Right. So, he has rolled a 17, the big guy, and he's got a +4. So you try to resist it, but he just barges past you, and you stumble back a little bit with the force. And he's actually a little bit taller than you.
Yes. He is bigger than me.
I am going to step back and try and hide, just in case, and I'm going to start muttering.
I look at the bartender and I say, when they've left, and I say, what's stuck up his arse?
Okay. Do you go to the bar? He's behind the bar, so you walk over to the bar and talk to him. As they leave and you guys move away from the door, you feel almost like a cold breeze brush past you as the door shuts. as you question the barman, he goes, I am so sorry about them. You just...
Bless you.
Thank you.
They're a bit, they're a bit of an angry bunch. Darden there used to be the blacksmith's apprentice down in Dunay till he lost his job. They go out hunting monsters around city now. Call themselves the Tusk Breakers, think they're something big. But the city offers bounties, you see. On certain bounties, yeah, on monsters. And they use it to pay bills.
I look at my my bald-headed friend and the masked one, and say, bounties. How much do they pay?
Well, that entirely depends. I mean, it seems to be you get. And God needs to look at his notes. that one. Where are you? Not that one, not that one. Might help if they were in the right place. Right, well, it depends on what you're hunting, but there's a bounty on goblin kin on ears, so like goblins, orcs and stuff like that. They generally pay about 2 silver for an ear, but normally it's attached to something a little bit bigger. So if you go down to Royal Chain office and speak to them in there, they can generally give you a bit of a clean up job, and there's a reward for that, and then they offer bounties on things like ears or hides and things. It's quite lucrative if you're skilled.
So you have a serious monster problem around here.
Out in Wilds, yeah, beyond the city, it's been getting worse over the last couple of years, to tell you the truth. You don't know whether we're coming or going. Sometimes caravans turn up, sometimes they don't. Most of the time now, they're coming in by ship because it's a bit too dangerous on roads. And
ships are hazardous, my friend.
aye, yeah, not all ships get through either. And this fella, I'll tell you about this, and he points to the guy that was at the bar, and he's still there mixing this drink. And you smell like this sweet, bitter smell. It's basically, so you can get an idea of what it is, it's coffee that he's mixing up. Yeah, I understand not all ships get through either, and I tell you what, because they're all having to come by ship as well, it's putting prices up because there's a bloody tax in port. Every time they bring things in via boat, the city takes a cut of it, doesn't it? So all goods are going up, and things are getting a bit hard, to manage, especially for poorer folk. So the city, or should I say, the Lord Umber down there in Dunay town, he's putting up bounties for these monsters in Royal Chain, and they're open to anybody who's skilled. You just got to go and register yourselves. And I think the hope is that if enough of the monsters get cleared out, especially from the Tradeway Road, the caravans will return, and it should help the poorer folk a bit more. Anyway, whilst you're having to think about that, let me give you all a drink. It's the least I could do on house after that Darden and his group.
As you finish your speech, you would see that the knight is standing there watching the door. He is listening, but he's watching the door, and finally he clicks his sword back into his scabbard, and then approaches the bar.
Alright, as you do that, you feel that cold breeze brush past you, and then it disappears.
He straightens up, like gets very stiff for a second, and looks around. Like, what was that? And then he looks at the bartender. He says, and all he says is cold breeze.
Oh. Alright, yeah, I mean, that's something you should know. This place is protected. The proprietor, the lady of the house, she's got magical things warding this place. If there's any violence in here, it steps in and stops it. So any fighting's got to be done on the street.
It reacted to my sword.
Sounds about right, but it won't do anything unless you threaten anybody. Rest assured.
What if I'm in defense?
Well, last time a bar fight broke out, everybody got dumped out on the street, unceremoniously.
Well deserved as well.
Fair enough.
It doesn't discriminate, it just kicks everybody out.
Anybody that's involved in violence, yeah, it does. He just kicks them out. And then, we sort it all out after, like.
What did you say the Lord's name is?
Oh, the Lord down in Dunay, Lord Umber. He's a good chap, he's a new Lord, actually. His father died recently, he's took over chair, so to speak.
Did you say what kind of monsters are attacking the caravan?
Goblin kind of.
There's a few different. Yeah, there's goblins and orcs, and there's some other. I've heard tales of like creatures in woods.
I'd kill those
But,
for free.
Boggins. Things.
I couldn't exactly tell you what it all is. You'd have to go and see Shane about it.
Wow. I'm in luck of employ. I know Dubar is. Maybe we could register in the morning.
Aye, that might be. If you're looking for work, then it's a good line of work. It's protecting people, obviously.
After all, we're protecting people.
As he's talking,
involved.
he pours each of you basically a tankard of beer, which is a little bit more than a pint. It's about a pint and a half, these tankards. So, those are all on house for that trouble. I don't like it when that bully starts threatening my potential customers. Anyway.
The knight looks at the beer and then looks at you and he says, "How much for your cheapest room?"
Well, you're looking to stay? Right, cheapish room. It depends on what you want. So, we do deals, you see, so it depends. If you want to share a room, because we've got like bunks, a big room, lots of bunks in, that's a copper a night. If you want food with it, it's 3 copper. If you don't want food with it and you want to stay, like it's cheaper if you book for a 10-day. So for a 10-day with no food, it's 8 copper, and if you want food and you want to stay for a 10-day in one of those, it's 2 and 3. That's 2 silver, 3 coppers for you. If you want something like a little bit more private, it's a bit more expensive.
Bunk room is fine.
How long would you like to stay?
He looks at the group a moment and thinking about it, and then looks back at you at
10-day. Would you like food with that? That's breakfast and evening meal included. And there's no refunds if you don't show up for it.
No.
No food. So that'd be 8 coppers then. I'll tell you what, because of trouble, I'll do it for 7.
The knight and hands over the 7.
I will stay with
Yeah.
food.
You would like to stay with food? Are you after do you want a book room or do you want something a little bit more private?
Private. I don't want to keep the others awake with my ceremonies.
How long are you looking to stay for then, sir?
A 10-day at least.
10-day. Well, if you want a nice single room just to yourself, with food, it'll be 9 and 5. That's 9 silver, 5 coppers for you. Do it a little bit cheaper because of the trouble, though. So let's just call it 9 silvers straight.
Alright.
I plunk all my money on the table, not really knowing the coinage here, and go, private room with food.
How much money have
So
you
I don't
got?
keep these
You don't
anyone
like-
up with my
you have, like-
ceremonies.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
He has
Um,
different kinds of ceremonies.
How much money have you got? I can't remember.
I have. Oh, wrong one, because I put it onto D&D Beyond.
Don't you have like 400 coins or something?
I don't have much at all. Oh, that's weird.
Hmm?
I have. Leave this up. Should I already have done that? So no, sorry. 1 gold, 20 silver, 17 copper.
You throw it all on the table.
Yeah.
That's a little bit much there, fella. If you want a private room, I'll do it for 9 of those silver ones there.
These ones here.
Yeah, he points
And
to
I
them.
slide them over, like counting them slowly. 1, 2, 3.
So he starts handing keys out. So the shared room, he just tells you it's like it's roommates. It's never locked, but we do have a safe down here if you've got any valuables. He gives a key to Rory and says, "You're in room 10, and you, big fella, room 12."
Room 12. Okay.
What's sorry, I need to get your names for the register. What's your name? Dubar. How do you spell that one? Is it D-O-B-A-R?
Dubar.
That's it, that's
you
his
tell
name.
him. Yes, that'll do.
Dubar. Alright then, Dubar, I'll write that down. What about you? You look like a bit of a priest. You're a priest?
I am.
Oh, that could come in useful, couldn't it? What's your name, sir?
My name is Rory Knitbone.
Rory Knitbone, alright. And you, Master Knight, what's your name? I need to get that in the book.
Everyone looks to see what he says.
Yeah. Turn around. With a big smile on my face.
My name is Undefined.
He glances over his shoulder at everybody else and then back at the bartender. Knight will do. K-N-I-G-H-T.
I'm going to need a little bit more than that. What order do you belong to?
Observance.
That'll do. Right, okay. What about the rest of you? Are you all looking for rooms?
Yes.
Can I speak to you privately, please? She whispers that.
He just sort of like nods at you, certainly. So you, young miss, he looks at Callista. What sort of room are you looking for? We do double rooms, like shared rooms as well. It's not just if you'd like to bunk up with somebody.
I don't mind. I don't mind bunking, but
It'd be normally with one of your friends or that. I mean, if you want to, you can have like a... So we've got like single rooms. We've got the King Suite, but that's already booked out. We've got large singles and we've got doubles, and then we've got a shared.
well, if No Name doesn't mind having a roommate, I wouldn't mind just going for the bunk room.
Well, I believe he's actually in one of the shared rooms. So the room he's in.
Oh, okay.
It's got a number
I'll
of
just
beds.
take a-
assume.
Yeah.
Which number did I tell you was in there? What number's on your key?
You
8.
didn't tell me.
I think.
Yeah, you only told the 2.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, did I? Oh, yeah, so it wasn't locked, didn't I? Yeah, you can take the room 8. It sleeps 4, that one. And there's nobody else in it right now, but you might get visitors later on. If it starts filling up.
He looks at Dubar, looks him right in the eye, and holds up a finger and shakes his head.
I will take.
As I'm smiling.
And he's looking at Dubar and he taps his dagger and shakes his head. No. No.
Not saying anything.
Anyway.
So what would you like,
Numbers
miss?
out. I'll just take my own single room. It's fine.
Single room, how long would you like to book for?
10 day.
10 day, would you like food with that?
Yes.
Alright, that'll be 9 silver for you.
Okay. I'm just gonna subtract it now. So.
Breakfast is served at 8 AM and evening meals served at 9. He then looks towards Vanera and Maeve. Are you two stopping as well? I'm doing quite a lot of business here. It's quite a good day.
Yes, this here is Maeve, and I'm her escort. The ambassador said you may have been expecting us.
Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, there is something in the book. Maeve and Arden. You don't look like an Arden.
No, that would be my brother who abdicated responsibility in this matter.
Fair enough. Yeah, I've got you down here. So Maeve, Lady Maeve, you are in room number 7, which is the king room, and he hands the key over. I've got you down for bed, breakfast, and evening meal for 210 day. And Arden, I'm assuming that'll be that's you now. I've got you down for room number 6, which is an adjoining room. Well, it's next door to room 7. It's a large single, and I've got you down again for 210 day. Bed, breakfast, evening meal. It's all paid for. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
The name will be Vanera, not Arden.
All right, I'll just correct the ledger, Vanera. Right. Oh, sorry, what was that, miss?
Oh, what room was I in?
You was in. I can't remember now. Did I give you the key?
Do you have that?
No. All right then. You can take room. Oh, you were just having a single, wasn't you? So you can take room number. Well, would you like to be close to your friends here?
Yes.
You can take room 5, and he hands you a key with 5 on it.
I'm sorry, out of character. Which room am I in again?
You were in room 8.
Oh, that's right. That's okay.
When was dinner? Was that 9?
9, yeah. Evening meals at 9. And then he sort of just goes, just excuse me a minute, and he leans over the bar to look down at Lilith. He says, if you come to the other end of the bar, and we can talk. What's your problem?
Just need to be a bit quiet about this. That's all. I have money, but don't worry, I have money.
I'm assuming that you wouldn't want to come and stay here if you didn't have any money, would you?
No, it's true. Yes.
So what sort of room are you after then?
I have a problem. I can't be with other people, but also wood is not going to be very helpful. Do you have anywhere that is outside this establishment which is not going to burn down?
Don't worry about it, love. The entire place is enchanted against fire. It's really hard to burn this place down or even destroy anything in here. The lady of the establishment is very
Did I hear
protective.
that?
No, he's at the other end of the back, not unless you're actually trying to listen in.
Are you following?
If you're trying to listen in, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
I am very curious, so
No, I don't hear shit.
Oh, I wish I knew the silence spell.
It's easy. It's
Or
I
death.
am singing the silent song, silent song, silent song.
What's my perception?
So yeah, nobody is.
7.
So, with me, I literally can't. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I think nudge, wink, I think I know what you mean. You're of the magical persuasion, aren't you?
Gosh! Yes, maybe!
Right.
Now Emma's gonna notice her starting to stand and squirm and whatnot, and glance over like, what the hell's going on with that conversation?
Right, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put you in a room on your own.
Yeah.
But it'd normally be a double room, and it'd be far enough away from other people that you should be okay. So it'd be room number 2, and I'll tell you what. Will you be having food with this one?
How much is the price first?
Well, it's well, normally it's a shared room, so it'd only be normally about four and 3. But if I'm gonna rent it out to you on your own, because of your because I like you, yeah, I'll just say let's say 8 silver for that one, just for the
Okay,
10
that's
aid.
fine.
If you want some food thrown into, I'll let
on the day.
I'll let the proprietor, Madam Serafina, know, and perhaps she might come and talk to you.
Thank
She's
you.
good with things like that, you see.
Excellent. Thank you. Sorry to be a pain.
At this point, the guy
I've just
that's
taken the money out.
okay, great. The guy that's at the bar that was brewing this coffee says to the bartender, he says, "So, David, are you going to buy this or what? Just try it. It's really good. It's just no, just give it a try. Not everyone seems to be put off by the smell." And he's like, "Are you sure? It doesn't seem like the sort of beverage we'd want to be selling here. Trust me, everybody will love it. You'll make lots of money." What do you say it's called again? Well, it comes from that continent far off land, Koth. So we're calling it coffee. All right then, let's have a taste. And he picks it up and he takes a sip and he spits it out on me. He's like, "Bloody hell! What do you call this? It tastes like rat shit." It's like, "Would you drink this?" And he looks to you group as a group and he's like offering this brew around.
Can I use nature?
Try
Can I use nature?
Yeah, sure.
I'd like to use nature to see if I can identify how the beans have been processed. I've got a good idea.
You can try.
I've got
I
a good
mean, you've
idea.
never come across coffee before, but we'll give it a go. So,
I
Callista,
pick a bean up and I sniff it.
you try it. You tell me, do you like it?
I got 20.
I would say yes, because living in the cold, it feels warm. feels like I would almost love to drink this in the morning on a very cold day.
Energizing.
If you will.
Okay, you like it. Right, Rory. So you try to detect how it's been processed. It looks like they've been roasted. It smells burnt. You know, it's been through some sort of like roasting process.
It's also been through something else, and I'm like, it's not far off a rat.
Don't start that. Don't start that.
Can I put the
Can
bean
I-
back?
Can I do a nature check to see if I recognize any plants? You know, where it may have come from.
You could try, but I'd say he's just basically told you where it's come from.
I wouldn't drink that.
Oh yeah, no. I take him at his word. It was a 1.
Why? What's the problem? Boiling solves everything. Whether it's food or chemicals, boil it. It solves everything.
So the guy who's trying to sell it.
Animal gastric juices.
Yeah, boiling solves everything.
The guy who's trying to sell it. He says,
You're a
"See,
priest,
look,
you're prudish.
you've got one person here that'll drink it. You'll make loads of money, trust me." Anybody else
reaches
like that?
over and says, "Give me a cup."
So there's only one been brewed, but he said he's passing it round basically as a sample. So
And Nameless takes it and he turns away to pull on his mask and he sips on it and he flinches. And then sets it down and puts his mask back up and he looks at the bartender and says, "Do you have any milk?"
Yeah, we do actually. I'll just get some. What do you think it'll taste better with milk?
Nameless just shrugs.
He goes into the back. There's a door right behind him. He opens up and he smells the sense of a kitchen. And after about 30-40 seconds, he comes back with a pitcher of milk. Says, "Yeah, there you go. Do you think it'll make a difference?"
He takes it and turns away, pours a little bit in, stirs it with his finger, takes a sip, pours a little bit more in, stirs it with a finger, takes a sip, looks back at the bartender with the mask back on. Sugar.
It's sugar. Bloody hell, you've got expensive taste, haven't you? I don't know whether.
It needs sugar.
Well, I'm not giving no sugar away for free. It'll cost you a copper. How much do you want?
I look at the guy who's selling the coffee. How much is it worth to you?
He sort of he looks at Nameless and he looks at the bartender. He says, "Look, there's 2 copper. Just get him some sugar. Put it in there. Tell you what, you're gonna make a killing. I'm telling you." So he comes back with a spoonful of sugar. A little bit bigger than a regular sort of teaspoon. But he goes, "You want me to put it in there?"
Nameless pulls out the cup and nods.
He dumps it in.
Stirs it, drinks it. And for the first time that anybody who's been with him can see him actually like perk up. That isn't alcohol. Like there was the adventure with the tiefling that I cannot remember because I'm terrible with names. He perks up. Callista. He perks up some. And he looks at the bartender. And he looks at the guy like, offer this with milk and sugar. And then he actually pulls his whole mask down, while still covering his face with a mug, and just downs it.
Well, there you go. You see, I told you, you've got to kill him. So the bartender sort of leans over and goes, "Go on then, how much have you got?" And he points down and he says, I've only got this one sack. That's all we brought back. We're trying to, obviously, we've been touting it about a little bit, and this is a sample. If it goes down well, we'll get you some more next trip. He goes, "Well, how much for a bloody sack then? Get on with it." Says 2 gold pieces and it's yours. 2 bloody gold? You're having a bloody laugh, are you? There's only 2 people who touch it. And then this guy leans over the bar to whisper something into the bartender's ear. And then the bartender just puts down 2 gold pieces. Like, right, you're on. And then he drags the sack around and he goes into the kitchen. Right, coffee's on the menu. You feel free to explore this map. By the way.
As you all see, the knight just kind of twitch. It's the middle of the night, and now he's just kind of loaded with energy.
What time is it actually?
What's in here?
Cat people.
In the game,
My oppressors.
about 1.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm walking around with my beer, which probably
That's
tastes
really
a lot
the
like
time
water to me because
Let's
coming
see.
from
I found the loo.
where I came from.
Dubar, there's the loo. You need
Where's
it.
the loo? Oh yeah, been in there.
No.
Already used it.
There is a door down here.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
I'm
can
going over
go
there.
through that, can we?
Oh, it's at the
Yeah, it's not
upstairs.
locked.
I eye the cat people suspiciously. and go up the door.
Who are you?
So the room that Dubar's just entered is the hearth room. At the heart of the inn, a grand stone hearth radiates with warmth, casting dancing shadows across the room. Overstuffed armchairs and sofas encircle the hearth, inviting guests to unwind with drink in hand. The Golden Dragon motif is carved into the mantelpiece. It breathes an illusionary flicker of flame. A large dark wood staircase ascends to an upper floor to the left, and to the rear of the room, a pair of wood windows flank a large set of double doors.
This door's locked.
Which one?
This one.
Yep.
Having not felt
It's quite the nice
this
garden.
much
actually.
warmth coming near the hearth in a hot minute, Callista just plops down in the red chairs.
We go
I'm
upstairs.
just-
Did you
I'm
build
just-
this map, Nick?
Yeah. You can go upstairs now. Yes, I built it.
Beautiful.
Yeah. This
I'm
is
just
a-
gonna
this is
say,
really well
there's
made.
a person on the red chair. I've got is giving off the sense of a young Gortash.
Which
Who
one?
is it?
Yeah,
Let's have a
the
look.
one that's in the all black.
Oh, he is.
Not-
nice, isn't he?
Alright.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a bit emo, isn't he?
yeah.
Well,
Gortash is
Where is
major.
everybody? I've lost everybody. Oh, damn it.
Right, so the King Suite, room
I think
7,
everyone's
is
seeing
this one, whoever's coming upstairs.
Which one, sorry, darling?
This one,
Is there a numbering
this
scheme?
door. There is a numbering scheme, but it's not on the map, so that door's room 7. Tell me which rooms you're in, because you should have written them down and I'll tell you where they are.
I'm being dim. Sorry. How do I get upstairs?
I assume
Right,
this
so-
is 10 here.
10 is this one.
Click on the little staircase symbol, Rebecca.
Which one's 12 then? Is this one 12?
12 is, yeah, Dubar's at number 12.
I'm gonna go in the room, in my room, and
I think it was room 6.
I would like to
I'm in room 8.
No, Rebecca
Fine.
was room 6.
Roommate's that one.
try and open that bag that I found and try and tip it out on the bed and see if anything.
Alright, okay. Alright, we'll get to that in a second. Yeah, that's roommate that you're in front of there. Room 6, which is
Wait, this is
Rebecca,
double room.
is
This is
one.
not a bunk room.
No, it is a bunk room. Those are bunk beds. It's for 4. And Lilith, what is in room
2.
2, which is this one down here. Callista, which one did you say you was in?
5.
5. Which is this one right here.
Oh, you can actually open and shut the doors.
Don't know where Venera's gone.
I'm still downstairs. I've got literally no clue where everyone is.
Go through that door.
We're upstairs.
Ah, sweet. Hey,
They've
okay,
gone up these stairs.
Yay. I'm coming. Got really distracted downstairs.
So your room is this one. Have you got outside? Have you got
Yeah.
outside?
I don't know.
To be fair, actually, I have a door that leads to nowhere on my room.
Oh, it's the door instead of a window. It's freaked out. I need to drag you back in. Get out.
Oh! Hi, Venera, I'm in your room.
Yeah, I don't know why it's put a door instead of a window. I'll have to fix that.
Mine's a door there as well.
Yeah, that should have been a window too. I don't know why it's done it. Never mind. Ignore those. I'm gonna log them. Otherwise, you'll see bits of the map that you're not supposed to see.
Ooh.
Was I in the right room there? Or am I not?
Yeah, that's your room.
Sweet.
Right, okay, so Rory. You were tipping out that bag, wasn't it? I need to go with my folder
Do
now.
I have a minute?
If you need the bathroom, go.
Yeah. I need to go back into my notes. What was in it?
I also have to go.
How comes dysentery? You die.
Yeah.
You have died. Yeah. Oregon Trail.
Oh, right, yeah. Right, so you empty the bag. So you checked it, didn't you, first? See it was empty.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to prove a theory here. Yeah, so tip it upside down, and a small pouch falls out, and it jingles as it lands on the bed. And a book falls out. It looks to be a rather tatty leather-bound book, and all the pages look to be handmade and handwritten.
Okay. Can I open the pouch?
Yep. So inside the pouch, you find a load of coins. There are 20 copper pieces, 32 silver pieces,
Okay.
And
32 silver.
5 gold pieces.
How many copper?
20 copper pieces.
And then 5 gold.
And then 5 gold pieces, yeah.
And my eyes have never seen so much money, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
praise this. I have a brief flick at the book. Can I tell what it is? Is it a mage's spell book? Knowing it.
Right, so I will say you'd have to give me an Arcana check because being a cleric and probably never having seen a spellbook before, you're gonna have to try and figure it out.
Okay. I cast guidance on myself and pray to Ithas to help me identify what this is.
Okay. Give me a roll.
Nope.
And then Arcana. 20.
20. Right, yeah, so it does appear to be some sort of spellbook. These are definitely like wizard type scribings that are in here, and they do appear to be in some sort of like arcane language.
Knowing that there are magic users in that party, I make a mental note to share this with them later. Could be useful.
Excellent. So yeah, and you have confirmed
Put
your
it back in the
suspicions.
bag.
Yeah, you've confirmed your suspicions about the bag too.
Yeah, it doesn't eat things.
Yeah, it's not a bag of mimics.
Bag of devouring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in the back of my mind for weeks. It's like, what's in there? You didn't check what was in there.
Right, so is there anything that you want to do before the end of the day?
I want to go and finish my drink.
I assumed that
Me
you did
too.
that, to be fair.
Yeah, I'd like to go down and sit by the fire and finish my drink.
The knight will strip the top bunk of the last bed and make himself a nice little corner nest, complete with overtop. It's like a little tent.
Okay.
And kind of fortify himself, and he will come down without his gambeson on. He'll be down to just a typical linen shirt of blue and pants of black. He's still with his riding boots. His sword under his hip and his dagger on the other, and along with his sling that dangles in front of his dagger in its little pouch. But instead of the hood, he's now just wearing just the mask. So now everybody can see his blonde hair. And that
I'm
he's
just-
actually rather lithe, but very athletic and very pale as he comes down to the bar.
Venera will leave her traveling gear in her room, take a longbow and her like money pouch with her, and
Yeah,
double check that the door's locked before she leaves. But yeah,
same
still
with
got the
Callista.
bow.
Lock seems very secure. In fact, looking at the key, it looks like a very sophisticated lock as well. The room that Nameless is in is currently, you're the only occupant of it. The other beds haven't been selected. But that could change over time.
It's early.
Okay, so you head back down to the bar, you finish your drinks. Is there anything else you want to do? Or shall we end the day?
I'd like to say that we would, at least Maeve would, she'd try and socialise with the whole group of people, especially seeing as they've all followed her to this destination.
Absolutely, if you want to have a bit of roleplay, that's the. I'm not going to stop you.
I mean, yeah.
What
I,
time of day?
Yeah, what time of day is it?
Right, so let's. I'm going to advance it a little bit. So let's call it 3 in the afternoon. So yeah, it's been a couple of hours since you got off the ship. You've had about an hour exploring around the inn, finding your rooms, checking in and all that.
The knight would order a simple stew of just, a little bit of beef, vegetables, you know what I mean, like a gravy.
Well, we got a menu here, you see. So during the day, we got the lunch menu out. So you want a stew? Anything from lunch menus a silver piece. But it's all hearty food. So if you order a stew, it's like a big bowl. You get bread with it. You get a glass of or a goblet of wine with it. It's like a full-on meal.
It will hold me the night. That's what
Sorry?
he flat out says. It will hold me the night.
Oh, you didn't take food, did you, with your own? Yeah, well, it really depends on your appetite, doesn't it? It is a good meal, though. I mean, we don't skimp it, Golden Dragon. The lady will never have that.
Give me a large bowl of stew and a full loaf of bread and some wine.
So, certainly, I'll have one of the ladies bring it over to the table. And you see that there's a couple of barmaids that are, flirting about and getting, empty goblets and tankards and bringing out plates of food. So yeah, it'll just be 1 silver for that. So deduct that from your inventory. There is there are several drinks as well available. It's not just like beer.
No, he takes like a cheap. Yeah, he orders like a cheap wine and.
Yeah, you get a wine with your meal. So.
Yeah, and he settles at a table. And put him there.
I would, Callista will walk up to the bar and just kind of go, this is probably a weird question, but you wouldn't happen to have any dwarven ale, would you?
Dwarven ale? No, we don't have any dwarven ale, but I've got something that's got a bit of a kick in it. It's getting, comes down from that city of Calalutian up in north here. It's called vodka.
I'll take that.
Alright, it's a silver for a vodka. It's quite expensive, it's got to be imported, obviously.
I hand him a silver.
And he comes back with like a tumbler, and it's about yay full. There's quite a generous serving in it.
That's like a triple.
He says, you just be careful with that, it's a bit more powerful than Dwarven Ale, that's why it doesn't come in pints.
Will do.
It
May I
doesn't
have
come
a-
in pints.
May I have a kettle of hot water, please?
A kettle of hot water? Water, yeah, oh, absolutely. I'll get you some out to your table, unless you want it here on the bar.
Right, to my table, please.
Yeah, no charge for water. So it's 5 silver for vodka.
One
Could I
sec,
buy a
Dennis.
pie as well?
A pie? Alright, yeah. So a pie costs you individual pie or slice of pie?
A slice of pie.
Slice of pie. Be like 2 copper pieces for a slice of pie. It's lamb today. It comes out as quite a generous slice of pie as well, but they don't do things small. Couple of minutes and your water comes out and it just says no charge for water, water's on the house.
I proceed to make some mint tea, so I'll mark some mint off.
Right, yeah, excellent. Right, Dennis, you were going to say something?
Oh, I was just gonna ask, like, how much? I don't think I paid. How much was my food?
For lunch menu, yeah, 1 silver. It was, the other thing was, it was 5 silver for vodka, not 1. I was looking at the whiskey price.
Right.
I do apologise.
I didn't get the vodka. I just got the food.
Yeah, that was for Callista's benefit. Whiskey's cheaper than vodka.
Out of curiosity, what does my room board include?
Oh, you've got the King Suite. You've got bed, breakfast, evening meal, and any items you want from lunch menu too.
All right, I'll have a bit of stew and give me a drink. I don't know what to have.
Just no offence, but you kind of look like one of those vegetarians.
Vegetarians.
And it's a meat stew. Are you all right with that one?
Of course I am.
I've just got to ask you. See, you look a bit naturey, I suppose.
Well, what's more naturey than one eating another?
Well, fair point. I'm not. I had no judgments here.
You look like one of those naturalists.
Yeah, that's the one. Naturalists. There's a few of them about city.
Idiots.
What sort of?
Grumbles under his,
You
under
look-
his breath.
You look like more of a mead drinker than a wine drinker. Am I right?
I'll give anything a try.
Or would you like something a bit stronger?
Give me a strong one.
Strong one. All right. So we've got this. We've got this really. This whiskey. I can substitute your wine for the whiskey. And he goes and gets the tumbler and pours it out. A little bit drops on the bar, and you see like the veneer on the bar start smoking. And he puts it.
Says I'll have a little water of life.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, take this, and just be careful with it. We have to serve that in lead tankards, you see. Don't spill it on your clothes. Wouldn't want to be responsible for that.
I'll just
Are you
mend
sure
it
he's
myself.
not
It'd be fine.
serving dwarven ale at that point?
No, it's very definitely whiskey.
Oh, BRB.
Callista makes her way to one of the, like the little one of those like little rooms with the couch area in it, and she takes a sip. She sits down and she takes a sip of her vodka.
You feel it burn all the way down.
Like woof.
Maeve, give me a Constitution saving throw, will you, if you're going to drink that?
Yeah. Yo.
What did you get?
I rolled an 8 plus 3, so 11.
11. Well, it's above average.
Yeah.
You feel a little lightheaded and a little light of foot too.
Sorry, I'm back.
That's fine.
You're not completely drunk, but you definitely feel a bit.
Yeah,
Looser.
I'm making sure that the floor's open for everybody. That's all.
Yeah.
The knight is just eating his stew and eating generous amounts of the loaf that he ate, that he ordered, and damn, that
Right.
lightning out there is beautiful. And he's just kind of watching the interactions of the people around him. He's very much they can tell that he's very much a people watcher. And as much as my that is up a little bit. That's actually good for my level. Yeah, he's just sitting there just watching.
Mm-hmm.
And
Lilith.
he only pulls down his hood. So there are glimpses of his face, but only when he eats.
Mm-hmm. Right, we've also got Lilith, Dubar, and Rory's just had a bit of a turn, and Venera.
Yeah. Pretty much everybody. Anybody else want to do anything?
So I am going to be staying in my room, and I will send a message for what I am going to be doing.
Right, okay.
Ooh, secrets.
Yes.
Well, what's
You
your plan
take
for
it-
that? Sorry.
No,
I was going to say, are you taking
your,
leaves out of Lenore's book?
your question, Phil, is what are you hiding from me, woman?
Yeah.
Everything.
Dubar leaves most of his stuff in his room and locks the room. He's going to take the essentials, his great axe, and pretty much it is a pouch of coins. Walks down to the bar, and, like plunks the empty tankard on the bar, and approaches Rory and says, "Bald man, going to go check the tower. I'll see you in a few hours."
You're going to check the town.
See you in a few hours. Could do this alone. Don't worry about me.
I'll come with you.
No, it's fine. You stay here. I'll only be an hour.
But,
He's off to see the elf.
but, well,
Maeve,
All right.
the drunk. Staying here.
Before you
I'm
go,
not as drunk as you think I am.
we should.
Oh, I think you are.
I have something to tell.
That you're bald.
I'm your child.
Where's everybody? Like, where are we all hanging out at, by the way?
At the bar.
Rory sticks his hand inside the bag and his elbow disappears.
Oh, that's a bag of holding.
And then I pull it out. I pull out this book. I
The
go,
sort of
"I
different
found-
door.
This belonged to the mage at the tower. I think we should look at it before we go to somewhere like that.
I will unceremoniously grab it off of you, if you allow me to.
I don't think you're going to have much of a choice.
Right.
And I will sit there and start flicking through it.
Okay.
And
You read your
so-
book. I'll be back in an hour. And I just wander off outside.
The knight raises a finger. Do you want somebody at your escape route?
Do I want
What?
what?
When you decide to leave, do you want somebody there to help you when you have a trail behind you?
No, it's fine. I'm not
I think
going in.
Dubar needs to go to university.
Do some learning.
Learn how to read.
The knight shakes his head and goes back to his stew.
I will take 10 minutes to cast Identify on this book.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh, okay. So you do that. Dubar's are on his way out.
Bear with me, actually. I might need the material component thinking about it.
You have a pearl.
You should.
It's a monetary value item.
Oh, right, okay. You have to.
That's... yeah.
Right, right. So, Aislinn, can you roll me a d20 and tell me what you get?
Beg pardon?
Roll me a d20. It should be Lilith. I'm calling it Aislinn because it's come up like that on freaking Discord.
All good, I
Lilith.
responded, so
I
it's
did.
fine.
I didn't actually clock it until.
Dragon heist, yeah.
Your deer and headlights look was fantastic. Do what?
Who?
Right, okay, that it's now a 4.
Go.
Right, okay, so Dubar, you going? Who's going with you? Is Nameless going with you?
Just
He
by
told me
myself.
no.
Just by
Ah,
myself.
you're going by yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
So you make your way up to the north end of the bridge.
Actually,
Go on.
Nameless takes the last slurp of his like he suddenly shovels down his stew. Takes the other half a loaf of bread with him. Picks it up and looks at the bartender. Tosses what was it, like a couple copper for it or something like that?
For what meal?
Yeah.
1 silver.
tosses silver on the bar, and just walks, trying to be as nonchalant as ever, and walks out the door, pulling up his hood and holding his cloak tight, and follows Dubar at a distance.
Right, okay. Dubar. I would say give me a perception check with disadvantage. Because you don't seem to be very... You don't seem to care very much that you're being followed, being followed.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep loaded up the wrong window, sorry. Perception with disadvantage. There we go. -1.
-1, okay, yeah. So, I'm going to assume that there's no way that Nameless is going to get less than a 1, so, okay. You follow at a distance undetected. So, Dubar, you're heading to the university, I take it?
Yeah.
Right. So, you walk to the other end. It's probably close to a mile to where it is. You weave in and out of all the bustling people. Even though it is sort of like late afternoon, foot traffic hasn't gone down, there's still just as many people on the streets. You smell food from like street vendors and things as you're walking up there. As you approach, your eyes are drawn to the grand structure of the Hepstrom Kingley University of Arcane Arts. And it's in big letters above the entrance. The building is the Hepstrom Kinley University of Arcane Arts. So it's spelled H-E-P. Well, actually, it's Dubar, so it's spelled XXX. So H-E-P-S-T-R-U-M. Kinley, K-I-N-L-E-Y.
Two separate words.
Yeah. University of Arcane Arts. The building's impressive facade is adorned with majestic columns, extruding an aura of ancient wisdom and arcane power. This esteemed institution stands proudly on the bridge, its presence commanding respect and awe from all who pass by. To the rear, you see a towering 10-story tower. It rises into the sky. Its pinnacle was visible from nearly every corner of the city. The tower is definitely the tallest building in the city, and it symbolises the pursuit of knowledge and mastery of the arcane arts.
Okay. I'm going to spend some time taking in the layout of the building, the external, any entry points.
Right, so to the front you've got a set of steps that rise up to where these columns are, and then there's, in between the columns there's two sets of double doors that lead inside. As you walk around the outside, I'm taking you're doing a full walk around. Yeah. As you get around to the back, there's like some landscaped gardens that are around about 100 feet by 100 feet, and the tower sits right in the centre of these gardens. They're really, really beautiful, they're really well kept, and you see that there's very obviously student wizards wearing like pale blue robes, and then you see some older guys with long beards and look a bit crotchety. They're obviously like the faculty members, and they all seem to just intermingle in the garden and out the back. How long are you spending?
I'm going to spend... I can't quite figure out how big this place is, but could I just have a gentle stroll around the perimeter of the place?
Right, so
How long
if
would that take?
just walking around the perimeter, a gentle stroll, I'd probably say about 30 minutes.
About 30 minutes, yeah. Spend 30 minutes having a wander around, checking out basically the security of the place. How do I get to the tower? That's my main priority.
The tower is like I say, it's in the gardens, but the gardens aren't walled. You can just walk straight up to it if you wanted to. The rest of the building, it always seems to have two entrances. One at the rear, which is basically directly opposite to the front one, and the rear one leads out onto a path that leads directly to the tower. All the way around the building, then it's like It's a two-story building, and there's windows basically around the rest of the building. You can see in if you want to have a look. I mean, obviously you can't see the top story, but you can definitely. The windows are big enough to peek through the ground story.
And how do I get access to the tower? Is there a door on the tower?
As you're walking around, it would be kind of hard to see. You would assume that there's a door on the tower, because you can see people walking up and down the path like they're going in and out of the tower, but you can't quite see that face of it, because it's facing the back of the university. Or the path that leads to what would be the door. It's facing the back of the university, so as you walk around and being curved, you can't actually see any entrance. You can just assume that there might be one.
I approach the tower and actually try and see if I can find an entrance. I'm not going into it. I'm going to keep it. When I say I'm not actually going to like keep a fair distance. I'm not doing this sneakily or anything. Just having a run around, looking like I'm enjoying the garden, but enjoying kind of stuff.
Okay. You get a few odd looks from students and older wizards as you start walking around the garden. One of the older wizards looks up here and says,
I'm sorry, can I help you?
No, it's fine, but thank you.
Are you sure you look a bit lost, younger man?
I'm just enjoying this wonderful garden you have here.
Oh, well, please enjoy it. Just don't be digging anything up or leaving trash about the place. We try to keep it good and clean.
No, don't worry. I do not leave trash in a place like this. Why would I destroy nature? Nature gives us life.
That's very good to hear. I'll leave you alone then. Just don't mind the students. They've never seen somebody of your stature before.
Just like wave him off and then carry on.
Okay. As you make your way around, you can see this path that leads directly from the rear of the university building. There's a set of double doors there, and it's a straight path going straight to the tower. As you get around that side, and you can see there's a large archway in the bottom of the tower, and it's completely open. There's no doors, it's just an arch that goes inside.
Just on the northern wall. Tower.
So, this would be, as you're looking, so orientated wise, the way it is on the city map, this would be on the southern wall of the tower.
Oh, I see,
So like the university building is to the south, the tower is directly behind it to the north, and then there's a path that leads from the back to the tower.
I'm going to pop my head in. I'm going to see if I can pop my head in, just like look around and see what I can find out of the internal.
Oh, okay.
Floor of the tower.
So you pop your head in, and let me just get mine. Right. So
pops his head and says,
as you stick your head in, you notice there are two wizards that are basically standing either side of the archway on the inside. They don't look like students, but they're not old either. There is a spiral staircase right in the centre, which seems to spiral straight up, and it's dead centre of the tower. As you look up, there's just like an opening in the ceiling, which is obviously a floor, and just goes straight up the middle. There's a mosaic on the floor depicting like some sort of arcane thing that you're not quite sure about. You don't know much about magic other than that you don't like it. And
Can
one
I
of
take
the
like a mental picture of the mosaic?
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I'd say if you look at it and study it for a couple of minutes, you could probably draw a picture of it. Or it's not a very complicated design. One of the wizards that's on the inside, he says, "Oh, can I help you?"
I'm just exploring the garden, and I saw this this brilliant tower. Thought I'd come and have a look to see what you sell.
Oh, we don't really sell anything. This is a place of study. We do occasionally sell transport, though.
Sell transport.
Yeah,
It's
you
all
know,
sort of transport.
magical transport. You know, like by we have a teleportation circle up on the top, and we charge people. We send you anywhere on the continent for a fee.
A teleportation.
Yeah,
Okay.
you've never experienced teleportation. You look like a man of the world. Surely you've seen magic.
Not much.
Well, you stand in this circle. You stand in this circle, and we say a spell, and we can send you somewhere.
Look around. Look around the place and just go. Thanks.
As you come out, give me a... Because you've been investigating this for a little while. Give me just... I'll say give me an investigation check with advantage, because you spent a bit of time.
Okay.
Let's see if you've noticed any other features of the building.
I keep closing my character sheet and I should just leave it open.
Yeah.
Might help.
With advantage, yeah?
Yeah.
15.
15, alright. So, one of the other things you've noticed when you were studying this tower is on the top, where the roof sort of pivots, pivots probably the wrong word, but where it becomes, it's like got a conical shaped roof on top. It's not a solid wall around there, it's like just got supports. So it looks like it's kind of like an open deck on the very top floor, and you notice a large brass cylinder pointing out at the sky from the top. Right, so
almost like a telescope.
yeah, you could probably infer that. Right, so is there anything else that anybody wants to do before we end the day? By the way, Nameless, you will get all that information if you've been following him around, so that was for your benefit too. Unless there's anything else that you would like to do at the university.
I wasn't planning on trailing him. I was planning on staying outside of the gate.
Oh, right, okay.
And just kind of like kicking back nonchalantly, like eating apples and just looking like a corsair, you know, just sitting there and just whatever, you know, type thing.
Fair enough. You kind of left alone. You get the impression that this place is just kind of an open place. You know, it's not. They're not trying to guard anything.
Oh, okay. Well, I just kind of settled down where Fabio went in, you know, into the tower, and just kind of like enjoying the obviously there's a fountain in front of it, right?
No.
No.
The fountain's in the crossroads and it's under the bridge.
Oh, all right. Oh no, fuck it. So he just kind of puts his underneath a tree then.
Yeah, there's trees, there's bushes, it's landscape garden.
He just kind of settles in underneath a tree, looking like he's just relaxing and enjoying the ambiance that the wizards have created. All the while, his sword is actually kicked out of its hold, so it's ready to go. If anybody's paying attention to seeing that little glint in silver of steel, they would see that his sword is out a little bit. But then that could be chalked up with him just laying back and chilling out, and his sword just kind of happened to pop.
Nobody seems to pay any mind while you're there.
He's looking relaxed. He's chill. He's got apples. He's got a couple oranges. He's actually enjoying his time being on this little Overwatch mission. If that makes sense.
After about 30 minutes or so, you see Dubar come round after he's finished. Is there anything else that anybody else wants to do before I end the day? I'm going to wrap this up very soon.
I would like to take the spellbook back and put it in a safe place.
Okay.
Wait, so Fabio comes back out and there's nothing new?
Huh?
Nope. How am I handling this new vodka that I've never had before?
Give me a con save.
Okay. Let me actually get in here.
After that, I would like to ask Dave something.
I rolled a 24.
Yeah, you're absolutely fine.
Okay. Then after that,
yeah,
I head to bed.
Wait, so that's the end of Fabio? That's it? There's no like running gunfight?
No.
Oh no. Just a bit of investigation. I do come back to the pub, and I won't bother role playing any of this, but I like relay that type of huddle around like one of the quiet booths with a round of beer and like relay that information about the wizards, about the tower of the university, especially to Rory.
Before we get into
so
that,
comes back following behind Fabio, like disappointed.
right, just
A
before we
little
get into
frustrated, and he just kind of settles
Dennis.
down at the bar and just has a beer. What?
You've interrupted Nick twice.
I'm sorry.
I was going to say, just before we get into that, Vanera wanted to say something.
Yes, Vanera would like to ask Maeve what she's intending to do while she's here. And
Well, I definitely want to go to the university. I've got to apparently keep up with my studies whilst I'm out and about. But I'm mainly here to experience the whole of this world. Now, I've been told that I'm stuck in the ways of my family and I need to venture out a bit more. So, that's what I'm doing.
Well, if you have any ideas as to what you might want that to look like, let me know.
Of course. You'll know better than I do what I should be looking out for, so...
Well, I have my own things I'd like
Excuse me.
your experience. And I'm at your disposal.
I need to go and get some supplies or something now.
can do that.
I might. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. Anyway.
Right. Anybody else want to say or do anything before I end the day?
I just
Okay.
offer everyone some of my tea from my pot.
I
Right.
sleep.
I take some of the
Okay.
tea and add some of the hard stuff that someone else has got into it and give that a go.
Hey, that's my
Just
fucking
invented,
water.
just invented mint liqueur.
Yeah. Have a try.
So you're all relaxed and you go and sleep in a nice, comfortable bed for the night. As you, Maeve, go to sleep, and you do go to sleep tonight. In the middle of the night, you start seeing things in your head. It's kind of weird. Normally, when you sleep, you don't really dream, or at least you don't remember them. But this is more like the sort of thing that you get when you meditate. When you meditate, you're normally sorting through all of the things that have happened in the day, and you get these very vivid images that you put away.
Yeah.
But tonight, you dream of a fantastic forest. It's not something that you've seen before. Gonna just show the image to players, so you'll all get to see it. But it seems very magical. It's almost like Avalon, but more. You can't quite put your finger on it. It seems more primordial, older. And strangely, you feel at home here. And then the dream fades. And that is where we will end the session. So, you've got a couple of, well, you've got at least something that you can go and pick up some jobs. So we can do that next session. If there's anything that you might want to do, or like go and getting supplies or out like that, we can sort that out in between games. We don't have to do a shopping episode this early on. But we can sort out anything, like if you need spell components or whatever. The next game will be in 2 weeks. It's already on the calendar on the website. So please sign up for it if you can make it, so I know how many people are going to be there. And with that, I will end the video. So I'll see you guys in 2 weeks for the next game, and on YouTube they'll see us next week, because these videos are coming out weekly.
Fantastic. It was great.
Bye.
Loved it. Bye.
Yeah, thanks, Nick.